The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Green Bay Packers. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
This defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Kidd, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Chop that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they approached up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Rivera. Man open. He's got it complete to Courtland Sutton.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards to just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll look to throw now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Right, 97. Red, yellow. 6, red.
To throw on third down, Rivera.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return is Peterson. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here, a long way to go.
He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down.
Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Packers at 8-4 now in the year. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence. And you need that in order to go all the way.
3 yards remain for second down.
On the ground, it's Gold. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Running it with Gold. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Here we go.
Throwing on first down. Rivera finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On first down, Rivera.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They give the nod to Gold here. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Point after it, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signal for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction? Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He's going to look deep down the field. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They'll run on first down. Kidd, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year
as they have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rivera. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Black Ultra.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rivera. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and that will come the offense as they take over.
Ready, set.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Set, ready. And cycle. Snap, left.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 15 of the year and second of the game. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Operating from the gun. Rivera. Over the middle here. It's hauled in by Watson. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. Peoples. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Rivera. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Okay, ready?
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Roster 6.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Ready?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. The 30. Past the 20. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rivera.
This ball caught by Mechie.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
That's good for a Green Bay. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Rivera. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Yellow, blue. Yellow. Blue, go. Red, yellow.
Back to throw again.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Stick, mega. Drill green.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw again. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Going across the field, he connects with Mechie.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Back to throw. Rivera.
Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close.
Packers 14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Here we go on 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Ready, go. Hey, check,
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Black open.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Rashawn Gary, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Up the middle they go. Kidd, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
They'll keep it on the ground. Kidd, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Kidd, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. 2nd and 13. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the...
But understanding clock management here on out.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on 3rd down for this offense.
6. Ready?
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. He'll return it from the 6. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Over the middle, complete. That's Watson.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd down, Rivera. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Operating from the gun, Rivera. This one complete to Smallwood.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rivera.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Rivera. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage. And, Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Yates. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
2nd and 4. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rivera. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. This one good for a 1st down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
Okay, ready?
They'll come out in the pistol.
Blue striker. Ready.
Back to throw. Rivera. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down,
They'll keep it on the ground. Kidd, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. That one looks like he'll throw here.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one. Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Miami, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Packers, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks.